Welcome back, everybody. Gabe Velasquez here with TransparentTradingSolutions.com. Back with you today on YouTube. Today's topic is revolves around two themes here. One is the meme stocks. You guys are all, obviously, everybody in the media is talking about these. In particular, I'm going to focus on two companies, AMC and GameStop. And the second theme is, do companies actually trade on fundamentals? And the short answer is twofold. First, in the short term, yes, companies basically trade on perception. So fundamentals in the short term do not matter. In the long term, they do matter, because let's give you an example. Let's say AMC, let's take, for example, AMC. If AMC eventually has to file for bankruptcy because they have a high debt load and so on and so forth, that stock will reflect that. Obviously, it will be a penny stock, or it'd be a $1 stock if eventually it can't sustain its business model. Similar with GameStop and so on and so forth. So in the long term, the fundamentals of any company will catch up to them. We saw that in the tech bubble in 2000. We see that time and again, where you have these companies that come out. There's a lot of that going on right now in the electric car business and so forth. So yes, initially they do trade on perception. There's other market mechanics involved right now. There's options involved. There's a market mechanisms that drive momentum, where if somebody buys a call option, somebody sells the call option, they have to hedge that by buying stock. And so that kind of feeds on itself. So there's a lot of market dynamics at work here. So you guys have to be careful when you're trading some of these momentum stocks. Make sure that you understand that in the short term, it's all about perception. It's all about momentum, market mechanics, the charts and so forth. But eventually, when people come to their senses, the fundamentals of these companies will come home to roost, if you will, right? And so again, make sure that you understand that. So when you're trading some of these, yes, it's great, you guys making some money, whatever, but don't fall in love with stocks in the short term, right? And if you're trying to buy so-called good companies with great fundamentals, then make sure that you buy them when they're on sale, because again, the market tends to overshoot. Basically puts them on sale when we're in bear markets, trades at a big discount to their intrinsic value. And then when the market gets over exuberant, then they trade them up to where they're very expensive relative to their intrinsic value. And again, intrinsic value is obviously also a matter of perception. Okay, so to wrap things up here for this video, short-term stocks, the fundamentals really don't matter. Okay, a lot of stocks just trade on momentum. We've seen that in the last, well, we've seen that throughout history. But if you guys are new to trading, you've seen time and time again. And if you buy them when they're really expensive, like again, let's talk about like Zoom. That's another one I like to use, because that stock is down 30–40%. We talked about this in other videos. Well, what happened? Well, again, they got overly expensive. People were overreaching, and the fundamentals just didn't add up. And so eventually, markets are going to come back down and really price in what the expectations are. Okay. And long term, if you have a great company like Apple, like Microsoft, like any of these really great companies, as long as they continue growing their businesses and growing their earnings, have massive amounts of cash on their balance sheets, those stocks will be fine in the long term. However, in the short term, they're going to have massive fluctuations. So long term fundamentals matter, short term they don't. Fundamentals are just the medium point, the kind of value point of a stock. So look at the fundamentals, buy them when they're on sale, and sell them when they're very expensive relative to the fundamentals. Okay, I hope this helps. I will see you guys soon. Have a great trading day. I'll talk to you soon.